and that deer and stuff will not come through that area because of the smell of the human hair. But I wish you told me this Friday, because I just threw a pair of socks away that had holes in them.
I can't smell hair.
You're not an animal. well, yeah, I won't qualify that. September 1st and 2nd is, what'd you say, a week away?
A week from Friday, yeah.
A week from Friday. So a week from Friday is the Ocala Shrine Rodeo. 35 years they've been doing this. And, what's his, he's going to shoot me. I know his name like I know the palm of my hand. Reuben, thank you, Reuben. Thank you. My palm of my hand just showed up with a voice. It's Friday and Saturday at 7:30 in the evening. The gates open at 5:30. Rain or shine. Why? Because it's in the Southeastern Livestock Pavilion, which is undercover. It's a good thing, and it's Cowboys Ride for kids, so kids can walk. I don't need any cheat sheet for that one. If you ever been, you know what it feels like. If you haven't been, go. If your eyes don't leak just a little bit, then you've got a heart of stone. It proceeds benefit the Shriners Hospitals for Children, and the Shriners charge zero. If you've met the kids, and I've had the privilege of meeting the little ones, yes, they have the handicaps, yes, they're hurting, but their attitude is outstanding. It's all positive. There's no negative anywhere. If you can't, the tickets are $15 if you get them in advance. They're all over the place. You just give them a call, 402-8808. 402-8808. They can give you a list of where you can buy the tickets. They're $15 in advance. If you got $3 left in your pocket and you can't make it and buy them in advance, they're at the gate for $18. Children 5 and under are free. They have reserved box seats. They're $25 or up, and those are comfortable seats in the front. But the stadium seats are fine. Just if you're going with the stadium seats and you got one of those little sit-down things, you sit with a little pillow for your butt, go there and then put there, because it's a good show. The MC, I really don't know his name, but he's been doing it. It is a pro rodeo show. They do a circuit, as they say, and it is phenomenal what they do, how they do it, how they put the show on. I think they have a 50-50. I'm not sure, but there are vendors there, and the food is good. The atmosphere is outstanding. It's just a good time all around. And I go, Patsy and I go every year, and again, it's 402-8808. Just give them a call. Say, hey, I want to buy a ticket for the first or the second. The first, like I said, is I think some of those kids get in for free, or it's just some kind of a deal they're doing on that Friday. Later on this week, if I'm not mistaken, they're going to be coming in the studio, some of the Shriners. And again, it's 35 years they've been doing it. Reuben had this idea way back when, and it's worked, it's clicked, and it is a staple in the area. Like a lot of things, if it's good, it works. If it doesn't, it goes and dries up like.
That's right.
Yeah, we've had things that 1 year they're here and the next year it's gone, or they last 2 years and it's gone, right, because it just didn't click.
Some things don't click. Yeah.
No, but this is for the cause, and you've got to. It's unbelievable. This Shriners. Everyone knows who a Shriner is. You're a Mason first and you become a Shriner, and that's all well and good. But the Shriners set forth, they put the effort in, and it's for. I'm not a Shriner, but I'm kind of an adopted Shriner, quote unquote. And you watch them when the kids come around. And some of these Shriners are up in age. I'll put it. They're seasoned. I'll put it that way. And they become kids. When the kids come around, their energy all the aches and pains that they have, or all the things that are bothering them, it just vanishes, because they're looking at the kids and they're helping. And I mean, I know a couple of them, and they used to. I don't know if they still do it. Before one of the shows, they have the fake horses, and they put the kids on them, and they maneuver the horses manually up and down and up and down. Now, these are guys that are, again, seasoned, and for the next week or two, there are aches and pains. But for that hour, or 45 minutes, whatever time they do it, it's like it doesn't matter. It's just, you know. And if you don't, again, if your heart doesn't go, oh my gosh, look at these guys going out there, and it is a good bunch of men and women. And I have to say the women, because they're out there supporting the Shriners just as well as the Shriners themselves. It is one heck of a group. They come down from Jacksonville, I understand, to support this, and it is well done. Again, I don't know all the intricacies of it. I just
get entertained by it.
Oh, I get entertained by it, but I get moved by it. I can't. I got a bad back.
But I mean, when you were younger, were you ever invited to like ride a horse or take down?
I ride horses I have ridden a horse since my back, but I have stopped since my back got worse. But I've ridden a horse. Let's see, how old was I? I was a young man up in Connecticut. I rode horses, so I've rode horse a lot.
Did you do the lasso thing?
Oh no, not competitive horse. I just rode horses. I never did the round the barrels and all that like those kids do.
Right.
No, that's my favorite. Everybody has a favorite part of it. I like it when they go around the barrels. I think it's exciting as all heck when they go around the barrels and they time and those horse and that's, one little girl. I mean, she's little. Not in age, but in size. And the horse is like 10 times her size. And she just, woo! She flies on that little baby. But some of the competition goes with the group, kind of, quote unquote. But there's some from Ocala that compete in there. And it is not just...
I think it's a qualifier for the next level, right?
Correct. But not only during the show... per se, it's done, but they have their own qualifying done when the show's not going on, not open to the public, when they have more qualifying runs that are done, the barrel runs and everything, and then those winners, I guess, go during the show and go out to the next level, the next level, the next level. So it is very, very well done, and as they say, it's a pro rodeo, and it's done fine. So again, September 1st and 2nd, which is right around the corner. Last time, I'll give the number for now. It's 402-8808.
What I love about it is it's a fun way for us to help out other people trying to help out some kids.
Oh, I didn't know there's a website, OcalaShrineRodeo.com, not Shriner. It kind of blended right in for my eyes there. OcalaShrineRodeo.com. I guess they have their own fancy dancy website right there, so you could actually go on and see more details, and the phone number will be there. So if you haven't gotten it through the head yet, go see it. I think they can accommodate.
You said they have
50.
good food too.
Oh yeah, I always get the sausage and the peppers and onions. Oh, that's why I get one for Patsy too. They're good. Sometimes I'll get two. So that's good. That and a drink, and they have a hamburger.
What harm can it be once a year? Just once a year, right?
I can't harm it.
Or do they have a rodeo twice? I think they do.
They do twice. Yeah, I didn't want to say that.
By the way, Ruben's last name is Lamb. I just had a hard time thinking about it.
And they have funnel cakes there, and oh my goodness, it goes on. And of course, imagine. And if you go and you don't happen to own a cowboy hat, they've got cowboy hats there to sell. I mean, a lot of things go on there. A lot of good things.
You know what's happening in 3 hours and 15 minutes?
Oh, John, just be quiet.
3 hours and 15 minutes is the eclipse. The eclipse, Joe. All right, Fun with Joe coming up in just a little bit. Jerry Lewis passed away this weekend, so our game today on Fun with Joe is comedy movies.
Lady!
Okay. We'll be right back.
Fox News Radio, I'm Paul Stevens. 10 Navy sailors still missing, 5 injured after the USS John S. McCain was damaged in a collision with an oil tanker east of Singapore. Defense Secretary James Mattis saying a wide-ranging investigation is already underway.
Chief of Naval Operations' broader inquiry will look at all related accidents, incidents at sea, that sort of thing. He is going to look at all factors.
Secretary Mattis speaking with reporters eclipse in Amman, Jordan. People all across the nation gearing up for the first total solar eclipse in nearly a century, spanning the U.S. from coast to coast.
I've got a computer to record the eclipse for me so that I can watch it, because it only seems like it lasts 10 seconds.
That man getting ready in Carbondale, Illinois. The next solar eclipse not until 2024. Fox News. We report, you decide.
Napa know-how.
The Napa Legend battery does legendary things, like starting your car when the heat index hits $1.25, or making sure your AC stays running like a gazelle. And now, when you buy a Napa Legend battery, you'll get a prepaid Visa card by mail worth $15. $15 back and a new battery? That's not just legendary, that's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
At participating Napa Auto Parts stores. Offer expires 8/31/17.
Daddy, where do babies come from?
Honey?
Mommy went to the store.
Oh, well, you see, there's a mommy and a daddy, right?
Right.
And see, when they call Geico, they could save a bunch of money on car insurance.
Oh, really? And that makes them happy?
Yes, that makes them very happy.
That's good.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad we could have this talk, Sunshine.
Geico, because saving 15% or more on car insurance is always a great answer.
If you or a loved one is suffering with knee, shoulder, neck, back pain, or tennis elbow and would like to learn how to get out of pain, go to Regenetic.com. Then listen in on the first and third Thursday at 10 a.m. to the people that give you the regenerative medical solutions to your pain. Regenetic. First and third Thursdays, 10 a.m. here on WOCA 96.3 FM, 1370 AM. The Source. Regenetic.com.
Here are today's headlines from The Source, WOCA. A tropical wave is expected to bring heavy rains, wind, and possible flooding to South Florida starting tomorrow as an area of low pressure north of Puerto Rico moves across the Bahamas. The National Weather Service is tracking the system and giving it a 40% chance of development over the next 5 days. Forecasters are also watching two other tropical disturbances. The remnants of Tropical Storm Harvey brought heavy rains to islands in the eastern Caribbean before losing its identity and its name over the weekend, but it could be reborn as a storm as the system moves toward Central America. The third area being watched is the large area of disorganized thunderstorms located about 900 miles east of the northern Leeward Islands. The system is currently embedded in a dry air mass. The upper-level winds are expected to become too strong to support development in a day or so, according to the forecast. The Florida Highway Patrol is reporting that a 19-year-old woman from Ocala was critically injured yesterday in a single-vehicle accident in Levy County. The report identifies the woman as Kathleen Cook. Cook was driving a 2001 Toyota Tundra southbound on State Road 121 when, for unknown reasons, the vehicle left the roadway and overturned. A passenger identified as 23-year-old Keenan Poupart of Crystal River was also injured in the accident. Poupart's injuries were listed as serious. The leading Democrats running for Florida governor met with gay and lesbian party members on Saturday. Orlando area businessman Chris King described his brother as a brilliant, handsome man who would light up a room as soon as he walked in, but his brother was gay, and Florida was not a tolerant place when they were growing up in the 1970s and 1980s. He struggled with depression. His brother eventually killed himself. Tallahassee Mayor Andrew Gillum said he too has a gay brother, and growing up in Florida in a religious family was not easy for him. Former U.S. Representative Gwen Graham chastised Governor Rex Scott for not taking steps to ensure equal rights for gays and lesbians. She said that in the aftermath of the Pulse gay nightclub shootings that killed 49 people, Scott and other Republicans made false promises to protect the LGBT community. All three candidates said it will be their priority to pass a law to give gays and lesbians civil rights protections in housing and employment. Ocala Fire Rescue responded to a single-story home in the 5,000 block of Southwest 41st Street where smoke was coming from a garage. A hoverboard had caught fire while charging, and crews quickly put out the flames. No one was injured. Firefighters say hoverboards should be monitored while plugged in to minimize fires caused by overcharging or system malfunction. A 19-year-old woman was arrested in Alachua County Saturday evening after deputies reported she showed pornographic images to minors. The report states that Brianna Ricks was living with the family of the 5 victims since June. The victims, ranging from 17 years old to 9 years old, told deputies that Ricks showed them many pornographic pictures and videos on her cell phone while she lived with them. Ricks is being held in the Alachua County Jail. And the Letty Tolles Dog Park in Ocala will reopen this Friday. The city closed the park, located at 2299 Southeast 32nd Avenue, in July, following a statewide H3N2 canine influenza virus scare. Humans cannot contract the virus, but can transmit the virus to dogs for up to 24 hours after contacting an infected dog. The park will be open from 7 a.m. till sunset, Fridays through Tuesdays, and be closed Wednesdays and Thursdays. And those are the headlines from The Source, WOCA 96.3 FM and 1370 AM.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Looks like we'll have a fair amount of clouds today, along with a thunderstorm in the afternoon hours. The high 88 to 92. Thunder showers will die down tonight. Partly cloudy otherwise. Low 72 to 81. Tomorrow, sunny to partly cloudy with an afternoon thunderstorm. High of 89 to 92. And it looks like a couple thunderstorms Wednesday afternoon. High 88 to 92. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Maggie Johnson.
Hang tough, baby. It's rodeo time in Ocala. The 35th annual Ocala Shrine Pro Rodeo returns September 1st and 2nd, 7:30 nightly. Witness America's #1 sport in the greatest show on dirt as cowboys ride to help children walk. It all happens rain or shine in the covered arena at the Southeastern Livestock Pavilion. For tickets and information, call 352-402-8808. Don't miss the rodeo in Ocala.
It's time for Farm and Ranch headlines on the Southeast AgNet. I'm Tyron Scriven reporting. Well, peanut shellers are reporting now that they are off the market. That's right. There's no contracts for peanuts available in the Southeast in checking with the buying points today. According to the shellers, the crop is going to be so big that there's no offers for any extras above the contracts that were signed earlier in the season. The only option a farmer will have after filling the contract will be to go to the loan for $355 per ton. Also, the loan from last year is clearing out. Federal State Inspection Service reported there's only 145,000 tons of peanuts remaining in the loan, and they will be probably shelled before the end of October. There are peanuts going to be in there until October, and they are being shelled at this time. Last year on this date, there was 265,000 tons in the loan, so the loan is clearing out in preparation for the new crop. Average price, though, has also dropped this week. Not only are there no contracts available for farmers, the shell market price has dropped from 60 cents to the low 50s, and they expect it to go lower because of the potential new crop coming up around the corner. But they're getting ready at buying points as they prepare for great digging in the next 3 weeks. Florida has already started and delivered some peanuts to buying points, and they'll be getting their grade shortly.
It's time to rethink what you know about clean American